I honestly think that Paul Thomas Anderson is the best director alive, and he has definitely not been given his flowers. The reason I say this is almost every single movie of his that he's ever released is a hit and is a masterpiece, a work of art. So I wanted to rank the Paul Thomas Anderson movies from worst to best before one battle after another drops. Ninth place, I gotta give it to Hard Eight. It's his very first film, which makes sense why it's not the best, but it just goes up from there. Eighth place goes Inherent Vice. It's just a little better than Hard Eight. I do think it's one of his least good, but it's still like a 3.5 out of 5, which is decent. Now we're getting into the great territory, which for a 4 out of 5, in my opinion, seventh place goes to The Master. And that's crazy for me to say that because a lot of people love The Master and think it's one of his best. So me saying that's only a 4 out of 5, that just shows you what I think about his other films. This movie's great. Same with Phantom Thread. I think Phantom Thread is a great, fantastic movie, but it is not my favorite. That's why it's in sixth place. Now we're getting into the amazing category. These are all 5 out of 5s in my honest opinion, starting with There Will Be Blood. The reason this isn't higher for me is because I do not enjoy the type of story this is being told as compared to the other ones. I still enjoy it, but not as much as the rest. In fourth place, Licorice Pizza. A lot of people actually don't like Licorice Pizza because of obviously the relationship between the two main characters. But at its whole, like the core of the story and of course like the aesthetic of the San Fernando Valley during this time, I love it. Now we're getting to the best of the best because these three right here were the hardest for me to rank and I had to actually think about it. So third place goes to Punch Drunk Love. What a masterpiece this movie is. Adam Sandler's probably best performance he has ever given in his entire life. And this was his fourth movie that PTA has ever made. Now we're going into the second movie that PTA ever made, going with Boogie Nights. And this is one of his best films and honestly could be his best. There's just something in your brain chemistry that changes when you watch this for the first time. And every time you watch it after, it just gets better and better. With that being said, in my honest opinion, the movie that changed my brain chemistry the most and literally is my second favorite movie of all time is Magnolia. I can watch this movie over and over and over and over again. One thing PTA loves to do is just talk about the human condition, but specifically in Magnolia, it's about loneliness. You have all these people living in the San Fernando Valley who have really great lives. Some of them don't, some of them have bad lives, some of them have great lives, some of them are in between. But every single one of those people are lonely. You're following like literally 10 different characters and they're all struggling with loneliness in very different, distinct ways. And Magnolia, in my honest opinion, is Tom Cruise's best performance he has ever given. And this is only the third movie that PTA has ever made. You know what? I do believe people when they say One Battle After Another is the best movie of 2025, but I also believe them when they say it could be his best movie ever because he has so many best movie ever. PTA, he's just completely built different.